everybody, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com, the best place online for clinical trial content and information. Today's very special. I got a guest. He's actually a business partner of mine, a new business partner of mine, right? How long have we been doing business together?
Almost 3 months.
3 months, all right. His name's Amir Bashir. He's an entrepreneur. He has zero experience in clinical research. Well, actually, why don't you talk to us about how you even heard about clinical research?
Actually, I started about 9 months ago, and I was trying to find out how I can get some studies and rest of other stuff to start up this business. But it didn't help me out, and then I find out from internet about Dan, and I call him, and then from there, we start build up a partnership.
Free plug right there, right? For
Yes.
anyone who's interested. But what made you actually, how did you even find out what clinical research was? What inspired you to start looking in that industry?
Actually, I had a previous experience. I was working in Quintiles in 2003 to 4.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
at that time, I know about the clinical trials, but I was working as a SAS programmer.
Oh, okay. Service as a software? Or?
It's a software that's to the statistical analysis system.
So you did nothing with the actual clinical operations or anything like that?
No.
It was all the IT stuff.
IT stuff, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So that's how you learned about research through Quintiles.
Exactly right.
Okay, but it's still true that you had zero experience as far as clinical research
exactly,
goes.
exactly. How the research go and how we can implement the research. There's the different ways to, find the studies as well as there's a lot of paperwork.
Right. As you will learn soon. I mean, we've only been doing this for 3 months. We already got how many studies? 3 studies.
We got 3 studies. Yeah.
Right. So see, that's what happens when you partner with me. If you're lucky, I mean, sometimes you can get 3 studies in 3 months. Sometimes it takes a year to get 3 or 4 studies. There really is a lot of luck there, but there's a lot of other things that go into play there, and that's part of why I want to interview you, because you're unique. You're a business person first. You're an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur before you even get started in research.
Yes.
Right? So talk to us a little bit about that.
Actually, I've been doing business since 2008. I have my headset business, which is headsetzone.com, which we do online, as well as we have a small warehouse in Seattle, Washington, as well as in Chicago. Then I have another company for SEO, which we provide the SEO services to the companies. And I also have a printing company, which we print for in US as well as the rest of other world. This is also online business, and then I have office in Chicago. So we did very good job from started in 2014 January, and in today we have a sale of 100,000 of my printing company. The site name is thecustomboxes.com.
Gross revenue, $100,000 a month in your other business.
That's correct. That's
All right.
correct.
So how long did it take you to build that business up to that point?
It's 1.5 years.
Okay. So you did it relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And the goal is obviously to replicate that success in research, right?
Exactly right.
So what can you tell the people out there? Because there's a lot of people out there who are in the same situation. I mean, they want to start their own research companies, or maybe they already started, but they're very early. And, they might be struggling, they might not be. What are some of the challenges you've gone through? Let's start with the challenges first.
Challenges, basically what we have is it's difficult to find the doctors, and then after finding the doctors, it's also difficult to convince them to start the study. That's some of the difficulties I find. And after then, to reach out the companies, because we was new, we don't know what we are doing. Even I have some fellows which I hired.
Chicago Clinical Trials, by the way.
Chicago Clinical Trials, yes. So I hired some people as a clinical coordinator, but does not work well. So then, I start by myself, and then I reach out to Dan, and then from there we start some of the research, and then he starts sending me,
Ah,
you know,
I did not know that. I didn't know you started before you reached out to me.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes. I
okay.
started, and but doesn't work out, so that's what happened, and
I see.
so then, I be very, very positive, and Dan is very responsible also, and he reply me immediately. We form a partnership, and then from there, everything get better, and that is actually what happened.
And it was astonishing that Chicago Clinical Trials was available.
Yes, yes,
Astonishing, right?
that's right.
What are you people in Chicago doing? All right, well, glad we got it.
Definitely.
So I mean, how many site selection visits have you gone through so far in 3 months?
In 3 months, about 4.
And what are some of the things, what are some of the feedbacks monitors have been telling you at the,
They give a very positive feedback, and we answer everything what they are looking for. Although we are new, but we are able to provide all of their answer their questions, and few of things are missing, and but they are very helpful too. So they give me the information list what they are looking for, and then we complete that, and after then everything looks good.
mm-hmm. So when they came in, I mean, what are some of the things that, because other sites are watching now too, what are the most important things you need in your clinic?
Uh, all the files, and all the data, all the information they are looking should be aligned. Like there's a list of
SOPs and all that?
SOPs and
Yeah.
everything they are looking, and it should be very, very aligned format.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's actually they are looking, and after then I think there is no difficult.
And what about cost? People are always curious, how much is it going to cost me to start my own clinic? What have been your experiences with that? Because everyone's different, by the way,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And there's,
yes.
I just showed Amir 2 of our sites because he's visiting now in California.
That's
So I
right.
showed him 2 of our clinics. Each one's different, right? One is like a standalone research site. The other one's an adjacent research clinic to an existing private practice. If we had time, I would show you another one
Sure.
where it's kind of like a hybrid of the previous 2 I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And if we had even more time, we'd go to another one where they're using like a central office just for paperwork, and then they branch out, they send coordinators out to different research clinics throughout their region. So it's more like a SMO, site management organization. So as far as what your Chicago Clinical Trials is concerned, what model are you looking at, and is it something that you're still trying to figure out?
No, actually, we are going to replicate the similar model in Chicago, and that's actually very helpful because we don't know how we can form the clinic over there. But after looking the whole clinic, what you have done here, so we're going to replicate almost similar in Chicago.
Like kind of like a SMO, where you have
SMO, exactly.
different doctors you're partnering with. I mean, we just talked to like 3 of them for a
Yes.
particular study. We have a PI. We got really lucky with that one,
Yes,
right? We had another one that wasn't that good, didn't work out.
that's correct.
Let's talk about that because the people out there give up too quickly. I get emails every day from sites that say, hey, I can't get studies or I can't get doctors, and I tell them you're not trying enough. I mean, you didn't get lucky with the first doctor you ran
Yes,
into, right?
yes. The first doctor, we worked with him about 3 to 4 months, and then he say can't do that, and then we wasted all the time. Then I got another doctor, and she's helping me right now.
We actually
and,
lost the study, right?
Yeah, we lost that study.
Yeah.
we
Which
lost-
one was it?
It's INC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The phase 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know
So we
which
lost
one.
that study, and I was renting the office. I have a staff, and I'm paying for everything. But that's happened, and we cannot do nothing. So I lose some money, in that area, that part. But from my experience, I never forgive up. Give up. I never give up. So I continue, looking for a new way to improve it. So that right now I feel that so far what I achieve is good, and I'm on the edge right now. and I'm able to move forward and going to replicate the similar office in Chicago. Uh, because I don't have experience in that area in the beginning.
Mhm.
So I don't know how the things look like. They are asking the questions, different questions we don't know, and now I know what they are asking when the monitor came.
Yeah, I remember a lot of phone calls back and
Yes,
forth
yes,
between
yes,
me
yes.
and Amir. Hey Dan, what do I tell them here? So yeah, there's a steep learning curve.
That's
But
exactly
once
right.
you figure it out with one site, once everything's running smoothly, and especially in a big market like Chicago,
Yes, yes.
you can branch out. Like we were talking about Naperville, right?
Naperville,
Or Naperville, how do you call that?
Yeah, Naperville.
Naperville.
Yes,
So
yes.
we were talking about that, and basically you can then take the same studies you have at your other site.
Yes,
As long as you have another PI, you can do them at another site,
that's
and
correct.
you can keep doing this.
Yeah, that's I'm looking for, because once you are already in the business, then there's no difficult, because the PI come by itself. They will join because they are getting paid for the extra work they are doing now. So I'm hoping that I will open up the office in Naperville area also, which is we already have one more physician, and she is planning to open up the clinic with me in Naperville area, and then we already have one in Chicago, so Chicago North Side on Ridge Avenue. The clinical trials, basically it's a clinicaltrialsclinic.com.
Okay.
So that's actually we have that site is already up and running. Because my background is IT, so first thing I do is make a site.
Yeah, website first.
Website first, and
You also
then
do IT consulting, so if any of
yes, yes,
you people watching need any kind of IT consulting, whether it's for your CRO or your research clinic or your SMO, I mean, you're talking to someone here, or I'm talking to someone who has worked for Quintiles, so he's familiar with all the systems, all the IT, specific IT needs we need in this industry. How can they reach you?
definitely, I can help out to build up the custom application. We have a full team in India, Pakistan, Romania.
Ah,
They
my
are
people.
yes, they are like helping me, and I've been doing this from 2008, so I have a very good group in that area.
How can they get a hold of you if someone is watching?
They can reach me at my cell phone. My cell phone is 630-885-0045. Again, 630-885-0045. And I can also give the my email address. It's abashir, ABASHIR at clinicaltrialsclinic.com.
Mm-hmm. And if you need to reach him for whatever reason, you can also email me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and I'll introduce you to Amir. He also does SEO.
That's right.
That's probably our next video. Actually, we'll do another one just about SEO.
Okay.
And those of you watching on Periscope, you'll get that uninterrupted. Yeah, so that's kind of some of the services I provide. I mean, I do consulting with sites where we do all kinds of things like help them locate doctors or find studies, or I partner with sites like I did with Amir.
Yeah.
And this is a relatively fast example of how quickly you can get studies. It doesn't always work out that well.
Yeah.
And we're still probably a few months away from screening our first patient.
Yes.
Maybe 1 month away.
Maybe
right?
1 month, yes.
But it's relatively quick, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
very
glad,
quick.
and I think a lot of it has to do with your entrepreneurial skills that you brought from your previous.
That's right. Well, that's what I was thinking the same.
Yeah. So good. Anything else you want to let them know about challenges or opportunities?
Just be positive and keep working. That's what I will say. I own right now 3 to 4 business, so I'm also IT consultant. Sometimes I do the consultancy. So just be, continuously work and then looking for a new opportunity, but never give up. That's what I will say.
Mhm.
Never give up.
And in order to save money right now, since we're not actually having visits, we don't have a coordinator yet.
Yes.
It's you doing that right now.
Exactly
Right?
right. Exactly.
And you brought in some interns who you knew, like
Exactly.
foreign MD grads.
That's correct.
So it's almost time to start hiring a coordinator.
That's correct, and I'm already interviewing some of them. I advertise in a Craigslist actually.
Craigslist, okay.
Yes, so I
Free
get
or
no, I paid
it costs like $20, right?
25 bucks.
25 bucks.
Yes. So I advertise over there, and then I get a good response. So I will hire a couple of them, or one of them in this week or next week.
Okay. Moving quickly at Chicago Clinical Trials.
Yes.
Thank you, Amir, and thank you everyone for watching. This is Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and stay tuned for our next video. We're going to shoot it right now about SEO and how you can use SEO to build your clinical research company. Right?
Yes, definitely.
Thanks, Amir.
Thanks a lot.